Nobody else would have idea about that. How the hell did this table topics master think of this topic? Okay, when you have a topic like that, just relax. If it is tough for you, chances are that it is tough for all. Okay, and you will not be judged by your attempt of this topic, which is very tough. People know that you are a good speaker, and their respect for you will not go down just because of a bad attempt on a very difficult topic. Okay, so just keep practicing, just keep participating in table topics, just keep teasing each other with these new challenges of linking to random words or playing these games like Jam and PMI within your club so that your thinking develops. And one more technique we often use when nothing else works is called as 5 wives and 1 husband. What is that? 5 wives. So that is what, when, where, who, etc. and how. So answer these questions for the question. So any question, just answer how, what, who, when, where, and so on, and you would get some idea, and that will be your attempt. Okay? So if everything else fails, 5 wives and 1 husband will always rescue. And if it is a tough topic, it is tough for all. So don't forget that. The only way of becoming smart in table topics is by participating constantly. The more practice you have, the sharper your skills will be. I'm not saying that somebody who is inexperienced, who is 10-year-old person, will speak with the fluency of, let's say, a 50-year-old person who has a lot of knowledge, who has read a lot, who has experience. As you could see from his speech, he already had experience. He had read a lot. So it may not be possible, but your respective levels will be elevated by reading, by participating in table topics, by practicing more often. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next segment, which is called speech evaluation. How many of you are Toastmasters for more than 1 year over here? Okay, how many of you are Toastmasters for less than 6 months? 1, 2, 3, 4. So for the sake of you guys, what is a speech evaluation? In Toastmasters meet, any non-Toastmaster here, by the way? You are not a Toastmaster yet? Okay. You are also not a Toastmaster? So in Toastmasters meeting, we have a speech delivered by a speaker, which is evaluated later on by somebody. The evaluator gives specific feedback to the speaker on what was good in the speech, what can be improved, and how could that be improved. These are the 3 essential elements of speech evaluation. And that is between 2 to 3 minutes for a typical speech of 5 to 7 minutes. And you have to give oral feedback over here, plus write a form and submit it to the speaker, plus meet at the end of the meeting and talk to the person and share more feedback. So this is the role of evaluator. So what is the primary role of an evaluator? Does anyone know? Yes, please.
It's an inspirational speech with a couple of recommendations.
Yes, so the primary role of an evaluator can be summed up in 1 sentence. The primary role is to ensure that the speaker comes back to the next meeting. Okay, always remember this, that you cannot have a harsh evaluation where the speaker is demotivated and doesn't come back to the club at all. Okay, however bad the speech might be, you still have to motivate the speaker to come back to the next meeting. That's the primary role of an evaluator. You have to maintain that member with the club so that he grows and becomes better. Then you follow all these techniques and you give feedback and you tell him what was good, what was something which can be improved and how it can be improved. So when you come up here, always start with a smile. Smile at the speaker himself so that he knows, okay, I have not done that bad, okay, he's smiling at me still. Okay, even if the speech was lousy or the worst speech you have ever heard, you can still smile at the speaker. There's nothing wrong with that. Correct?
Yeah.
And motivate, encourage him to come back or her to come back again. Greetings. You can greet that speaker as well. What we normally do is, what's your name?
Long. L-O-N-G.
Long. Okay. So you can say, good evening, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and a particular rather in particular, good evening to Long, Toastmaster Long. You're a Toastmaster, right?
Not yet, I'm just a friend of him.
Again, non-Toastmaster.
Yeah.
Suppose as when you give a speech, you would be a Toastmaster, so you can say Toastmaster Long. Okay. Now, in a speech evaluation, you can write various points. You can start with a sheet which looks something like this, an A4 sheet, and you can put a line and write plus and minus and note down points there. Okay? And then you can select the best ones which are most important according to you. You will note them down chronologically. As the speaker is giving speech, you will think of points and you will write down. For example, if you notice body language was bad, it will go in body language at that moment when you notice it. But while giving feedback, you need not go in this sequence. You can go as per the sequence that you want. You might have 10 points here and 10 points there, but you will select only some of those. How many of you have tried wasabi? You have tried? And do you take wasabi just like that and eat, or you put wasabi in some peas or sandwich or something like that? Sauce. You make sauce of that. You dilute that and then use, right? You eat with sushi, correct? You normally don't eat a lot of wasabi, correct? Because no human body can take a lot of wasabi. Correct? For those who don't know wasabi, wasabi is a very hot chili paste. Extremely hot. When you eat it, the moment there is some pulse message sent to your brain that it's something hot. You will sense it the moment you eat it. But you cannot eat 200 grams of wasabi. Can you? No. You can only take wasabi in moderation. Maybe you can apply a slice of bread, take a slice of bread and apply some wasabi on that, and then put another slice and then eat, correct? So you dilute that. In the same way, nobody can take criticism of that order. Okay? You cannot have wasabi, wasabi, wasabi in your speech. You have to have what is known as a sandwich approach. Okay, shall I clean this board?
Yes.
It's not going easily here. We have a challenge here. Did I write with a marker which was permanent?
No, it's okay.
I'm sorry, I removed something.
It might take less time.
Okay, can somebody help me with cleaning so that I can continue talking and
You just take the banner down and
yeah, maybe use that space as well. No, don't rub that part, just rub
Oh,
that.
right, that's right.
Here, here, here.